What's up, guys, and hey, Barbies and Kens. Welcome back to my channel. Our channel, if you're new here, my name is Gab, and I'm here to kind of do like a part 2, second part to this of Sebastian Soto's video and Adam McIntyre reacting to it. I will not be discussing Rich's video, which is in the beginning of Adam's video. He kind of came out on a live stream the other day and accepted Adam's apology and just kind of just said, you know, he wants like things to just like let be. He doesn't want anyone bringing like bad harm, obviously, to Adam, bullying. So on Rich's end, I feel like they are good. You know, they have a beef that is sort of squashed. The only thing I want to say in regards to it is, if you would have fact checked, this never would have happened, and you wouldn't be in this predicament. Like, if you would have just like looked shit up instead of just going off of somebody sent you and running with it. Like, that's garbage. That's not a good commentator, whatever the hell. That's just, it's not. Just look shit up. I don't really have anything to say about that. He said everything beautifully. I am going to be talking in regards, though, today to Sebastian Soto. This is going to be a lot. So if you didn't see, another YouTuber in the space that says drama, his name is Sebastian Soto. He had put out a video in regards to Adam McIntyre, and I watched the whole thing on my own, actually after I posted my video, and I was just like, wow, this is... I felt for him, and obviously Adam reacted to the video as well, and I'm not even into the reaction yet, and I'm disgusted with a lot of parts of it, and how he had treated him. So let's just get into this. By the way, before we get in this, I just wanted to say something. My last video I put up in regards to all this, I was a little upset and angry in like my second half of it because of remarks that Adam had made. And I did watch it back and I read comments. I'm just like, maybe I was a little too mean. But when, like I said in that video, you struggle for people to understand that you don't want to be on pills and rely on something like that, and you want something natural and something like that, and when people are not sure how they feel about it and stuff, and you're trying to just educate, and then there's misinformation being put out, I don't like it, and it just really, it's a low blow, and I just gets me really fired up. Don't talk about mental health and mental illness and any of that stuff if you don't know what you're saying. It's just not... I don't know. It gets me kind of... Ugh. Anyways, I just wanted to... Okay. There you go. Let's get into this. And the video kind of just abruptly starts into it, just so you know, where he's basically discussing with us that Sebastian stole Besties or something stupid, honestly. I'm so...
audience to just completely trash on me, and he never once acknowledges it, and it has created this like cesspool of people just hating on me.
If you weren't aware, I used to follow Adam's videos like religiously all the time. Every time one would come out, and boom, watch it. So just hearing how he's like talking is just kind of... like, you can already tell in this video how he's acting already. It's just gonna be like, it's not how he normally presents himself, which may be because he's angry, but he's kind of giving off that I'm a bully and I think my shit doesn't stink vibe. Going forth with that, I have followed him for so long that I've never heard any hate towards him in regards to any of this. So, where are you getting that from, babes?
And first of all, I can take it, so it doesn't affect me.
I know we're not necessarily at, like, the point in the video, because obviously I've seen this already. I don't know if you have, where he's going to say it. But, like, you can tell that Sebastian, like, Adam's followers going after him really did hurt him, and he'll explain more himself if you're able to hear it. If not, I'll explain. You'll see that why, too. Why it really hit him hard. So for Adam to be like, well, that stuff doesn't bother me at all. It's like, cool, good for you, dude. Like, don't give a fuck.
But something that Sebastian goes on to say in this video is that my audience have been doing that to him, and I just think it's so ironic because you can look at any of his live streams, and each time he will talk about these YouTubers that are so rude and so big-headed and so they treat others like shit and they're so fake and they're so manipulative, and he'll describe me each time, but he'll never say a name.
So you agree, Adam, that that's a spot-on description of him describing you every time? Yes?
And I always thought it was really interesting because I met Sebastian once, briefly, and I was like, if I was so rude in that encounter, I really wish he would have just said that Adam McIntyre and talk about it, instead of like talking, like hinting at a YouTuber and then like alluding to me but then never even saying a name to start with.
Adam, maybe he was trying to protect people and you for letting them know how shitty you were, because he wasn't trying to like upset you. Even though, you know, well, look where we're at.
I just think, like, if you're gonna say it, so I can respond. So he's finally done this video, so we can respond to it. Alright, so let's get into this video. We are going to watch it. Now, it is 18 minutes long, so I'm going to put it on 2x speed.
So I truly can't wait to, like, reply to this part and say what I want to say. He puts his video on 2x speed. If you watch the video before this where he does Rich Luck's apology, he doesn't do any of that. Why do you have to be so fucking rude? Like, somebody's trying to explain how they're feelings, speak directly to you and talk to you like a human, and just get out emotions, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna react to this, but I'm gonna speed it up so nobody can hear what the fuck he's saying, and that's literally how it is. So I'm gonna try to interpret some of it. If you guys want me to react to Sebastian Soto's video in regards to this of not Adam doing a 2x speed on it, let me know down below, and I will, because I related so much when he was talking, brought little tears to my eyes. I respect him so much, and my respect for Adam went down even more after this, just because it didn't even start yet and you're already low blowing and putting it down. Like, him doing the 2x speed is you not giving a fuck about what that man's saying, and that pisses me off. So if I can try to be word of mouth for what he's saying for some of the things, I will, because you're not going to be able to tell what the fuck he's saying because of Adam. So good job.
And let's get into it. So again, obviously this video was made hot on the heels of Rich Lux posting his video, but this has been something that Sebastian has been waiting to do for quite some time.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are having a really, really good day. If this is your first time on my channel, my name is Sebastian.
Love this shirt.
Open Arms. I do TV videos every day, and if you guys don't know, I never did not this serious, okay? If you are a returning subscriber, you know that I'm out here seeing cheap girls, being messy about Trisha, doing everything but being serious. So this is a very different video, but I just wanted to start off with saying that this is coming from a place of respect and of love. This is not an Adam McIntyre bashing video. I don't believe in doing that, but I do believe in trying to open people's eyes with respect and with love. If you speak to somebody with kindness, they will open their eyes and their hearts a little bit more. So Adam, I'm doing this because at 20 years old, I thought I knew it all too, and I thought I was the hottest shit around. And I promise you that there's so many lessons that we need to learn in life and so many things that we're going to go through, and that if somebody would have spoken to me...
Oh, sorry, before we get into this video, I do just want to give a little bit more context about Sebastian Soto.
Babes, I don't think that's your job. If people want to know more insight about Sebastian Soto's, they can go to his channel. I don't think you just need to keep like, oh, just so you know. It reminds me of an incident you actually just... Wow.
So, Sebastian Soto, first came to my notice whenever, and he'll talk about this, so I'm going to get through it really briefly. Sebastian first came to my notice whenever I got a message from him saying that I had copied saying "Hey Besties" from him. And there was this back and forth for a bit, and he'll go into it in more detail, so I'm just going to briefly, there's this back and forth a bit. He was saying that I copied "Hey Besties" from him, then he was making videos kind of hinting at the fact that I was stealing from him, and I was stealing from a small YouTuber, and da-da-da-da-da. Which is why, by the way, the reason that we changed to muckers on this channel.
So, you changed because you didn't want people to come after you for stealing somebody's thing that they came up with. Even though you're saying that it wasn't, like, you're trying to, like, beat around the bush that it wasn't his thing because of spelling and blah, 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 blah. But, like, now that I think about it, you did say it, like, the same way. So... Again, I'm just like, why is this not adding up?
I say all the time in my videos whenever people ask me, why did we change from Besties? I've always said that, oh, like muckers, you know, it's something from dairy, it's more so something that we can just say, and whatever. I've never really properly addressed it, and the reason is because I never want to give backlash to Sebastian Soto.
Bestie, I think you just messed up your line there that you're reading off of or whatever. You were supposed to say that you didn't want your subscribers to know that you stole off of Sebastian Soto's. You just have to fix that one part. I think you can go into, like, the YouTube and you could, like, you can cut and paste and take that out. Let me know if you need help, okay?
Because he said so much that my audience have done that I never want to feed into that even more.
Wait. Didn't you make it seem like, though, that your subscribers weren't doing any of that? And that you were, like, acting like he should send it to you and stuff, but there was none, so why were you just acknowledging it? Oh my god, you're so confusing. I'm gonna have a headache after this shit. Get your story correct so I can follow along and commentate. Come on, please, Adam.
So, by the way, guys, here's the proper reason on why we say muckers on this channel, is because Sebastian Soto is so determined that we stole saying besties from him. Whenever, if you go back to one of my first Hey Bestie videos, in a live stream, we talked about the fact that, it was actually back in like 2020, that Kim Kardashian goes, hey bestie, and it got trolled on Twitter. It was like a Twitter moment where it was like, you type in bestie and the Kim Kardashian thing.
So I remember the game because I remember back then from his channel in the video, but like, that was a one-time thing. And it definitely was around the same time of like, him using the besties before you, so I don't know why you just gave everybody a timeline, but that's cool too. It's cool.
It became a stan Twitter moment where,
hey bestie,
oh sorry, I have my phone on 2x speed. So this was where we got bestie from.
hey bestie.
So stupid, right? Like not even, like, whatever.
The way he just connected like the two different things together to try to save his ass. Like, what the hell?
So we started saying it, and then Sebastian came into my thing, said that he was getting taught that he was saying it first, and da-da-da, and I kind of went back.
And da-da-da-da. Can you please stop discrediting when he's speaking? Like, it's just kind of pissing me off. Like, he's trying to get something out, and you just keep, like, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. That's you.
Back and forth for a little bit about it, and then I kind of just was like, it's not really worth it, he can continue saying it, and we'll just say something else. So we went through a transitional period of saying like something else, and then we kind of like settled on muckers, and again that took a little bit for people to get on board with because it's kind of an ugly word.
And you picked it. What's so funny? You picked it. Like, I don't know why you seem annoyed at that part. Pick a different fucking word to say. Easy. Be like, hey, stolen goods. You could use that. Want to use that?
And then another thing is Sebastian would always get brought up in my YouTube comments because I had been on a trip to Paris maybe with my mother or something like that, and we were in Paris and Sebastian had done some sort of live stream or some sort of video that was basically that he can't enjoy his honeymoon because people are saying that he copied Adam McIntyre.
Okay, Adam, so if you're recognizing that, why don't you tell your subscribers to back the fuck off while somebody is on their honeymoon enjoying a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity? No? You just wanted the drama to continue on? Because that's what I'm hearing, yeah.
By coming to Paris at the same time. So throughout my entire trip with my mother, I was getting these tweets that he was doing these videos, and I'm pretty sure they're still on his channel, where he's like on his honeymoon. Him and his husband did like a honeymoon set of videos, I assume, and basically that he couldn't enjoy it, or people were saying that he couldn't enjoy it because he was copying Adam McIntyre, who was also in Paris, which, by the way, is just, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that really doesn't make sense. I'm pretty sure there's more of the story you're not telling us, so that's probably why it doesn't make sense to fucking anyone. Yeah. You are probably in Paris at the same time as him, and there's drama starting, and like I said, instead of you shutting it down, you continue to let it grow and grow and grow and grow and grow, and didn't give a fuck. Sounds about right. Yeah, it sounds like something you do.
Now, another thing was pretty recently, Sebastian Soto talks in this video about how basically, we'll see it before the end of the video, so I don't want to put words in his mouth, but basically that he doesn't want to be my friend and I've never treated him with respect and stuff. Only 2 weeks ago was when Sebastian Soto came out with the exact same video that I posted the day after, which was a video in which I was going through it and I was saying like I had a breakdown or something like that. One of the next days, Sebastian posts the exact same video with the exact same title, exact same thumbnail, and even in the video addresses that he saw my one, and that's why he's making it.
Oh, so you're saying somebody had mental health issues? So they saw your video and felt strong and brave enough to come out about their own, and you might have even like inspired them, and that annoyed and pissed you off? Oh, I'm sorry, Adam. Maybe you shouldn't have came out about yours and inspired people. I'm sorry that bothered you, that you're helping people. Damn it.
Now again, that's not a problem.
Well, if it's not a problem, then why did you just tell everybody and bring it up? Why did you just... And how are you saying it's exactly like your thumbnail? Like, that's just your perspective of that situation. You do know that, right, Adam? That's your perspective of that situation.
But there have just been so many instances from Sebastian texting me, DMing me, since we even met for the first time, which was the only time, that it just doesn't make sense for him in this video saying that he doesn't like me other than him just jumping on a bandwagon. So,
well, when we watch the video, you'll see that he, like, really tried to give you a lot of chances to, like, be nice to him, and you were always a dick every time. And no offense, but when you're gaslighting someone, they're not realizing that, like, hey, I really want to be friends with this person. Hey, maybe they're just going through something. Maybe they're this, maybe they're that. And you just keep doing the same shit. I think eventually he realized he was done with your shit, you know? Maybe. Could that be a possibility? Not to mention, he also had a terrible fucking encounter with you, dude. So, like, I don't think he needs to like you or try to be friends with you or anything anymore. I think you guys both should just back off of each other. But also, if he decides to respond to this, he should defend himself because you're about to see some bullshit, guys.
oh, let's get into it.
Okay, regarding what happened yesterday with Adam and Rich Lex, I have to say that I was very disturbed. I understand Ethan is everyone's favorite right now, and the Steamies are a big deal. You're getting recognized from a huge YouTuber. That's huge exposure, amazing. But is it worth being mean? The lengths that Adam went to get the votes is everything but nice. There's success for everybody. There is...
The lengths that Adam went to get votes. As in, Adam made a YouTube video talking about the Steamies and said, please vote for me. And Adam, again, if we're providing the context that they're giving, gets tweeted a video of Rich Lux being problematic. Adam responds to a video saying what? Being shocked. That is the lengths that Adam's going to.
Adam is too lazy to look up comments and tweets and videos that Rich Lux has made in regards to this triggering situation that Adam repeatedly didn't want to look up information for his YouTube channel and something that he's trying to make a quote-unquote career out of. Accurate information for his subscribers. He'd rather just plaster it out there onto his Twitter. I think I said YouTube. I meant Twitter. But, like, why is he talking like a robot at this point, too? It's kind of weird. I don't like it.
That's how I know Sebastian's not making this video out of a genuine place. Many more things throughout this video. That's the only difference in these two sets of clips.
I'm glad you just said that and put a label on so everybody knows that you don't respect anything this man's about to say. And you're literally just making this video to please everyone around you. You don't give a fuck. Thanks for letting us know that. We know that now.
I've kept my mouth very shut about Sebastian over the times. I have nothing but love and... What is going on? Hold on. My cat's eating my...
Are we gonna mark this as the worst, like, apology of 2022? Because it feels like it could be. And I'm sorry if I feel like... do I sound like a bitch in this? Like, I'm not trying to be a bitch, but at the same time, like, this man is literally just putting out his feelings. And this is supposed to be an apology video? Like, you just sound like a little bratty fucking 19-year-old. Or is he 20? I don't know. 2019, same shit. Same spiel.
Completely understand the way Rich Lux is coming at this video. And again, I'm putting my hand up and say that I officially, fully apologize to Rich Lux. And I feel really bad that I brought him back to that place and bringing up that clip again. It was not my intention. I was just shocked by it. Sebastian, I have a different attitude with.
Oh, question. Is that because he doesn't have as many followers as Rich?
Because Sebastian has made me uncomfortable in so many different times, and so many of my audience have picked up on it. So many of my audience have picked up on it.
I mean, that sounds like accurate numbers to me. So many of his audience has picked up on it. So many.
But we'll get into it.
It's trying for everyone. I feel like after 2020, instead of walking over each other, pushing each other on the sidelines to get to the finish line and win, and that's so pre-2020. We should be lifting each other up. Now I know I sound like the girl from Mean Girls who wants to bake cookies and give it to everyone, but I do. There's so much success to go around. We don't need to do dirty. We don't need to play dirty. We don't need to walk over people to get somewhere.
Sebastian, I know you're not going to see this video, and I'm sorry I slowed your voice down, but you could definitely hear what you're saying better, and I wanted to slow that part down because I really respect what he's saying, and I get that. This space is big enough for everyone. There's so many people in the world. So many people are just getting iPhones every single day, like teenagers, preteens, like adults, like, or just regular phones, like Androids, whatever, and logging onto YouTube, or they have the app on their phone already, and they're, like, there is enough room. Do you get what I'm saying? Do you hear this analogy coming out of my brain? Mouth? Like, I just loved what he said. I needed to slow that down so everybody could hear it.
So, my story with Adam starts in 2020.
September 13, 2020, I and my subscribers, a little bit before, decided to call each other besties. So that's BESTEAS, so besties, T. And so I did it. I launched September 13, I launched merch. It was great. It was so much fun. I had masks.
I'm sorry, but isn't that so fucking disrespectful that you can't even hear what he's saying? Like, that really gets me so mad. Like, there's so many points in this video that I'm just fuming right now, as you can see, and I'm trying to be, like, chill and calm. But, like, you can't, he's like, that's what he sounds like. That's so obnoxious. You made him sound like a fool, and it was definitely on purpose. That was low.
Now, I get besties is definitely a word that we all use, but that's why I changed the letters around it and wanted it to be different.
So he acknowledges that everyone says bestie, but whenever we did it, the wording was just bestie. So he's acknowledging that everyone says besties, but it's a problem when we had said it.
So, starting around November, I started seeing that I was getting a lot of comments about popping at McIntyre, and I was like, what is this girl? So, I looked up his videos. Before, around November 27, he never used the word besties. He would say either everyone, or he would go on and say, just go on straight to the T, okay? I started getting so many horrible messages, you guys. So January 2nd, I decided to do a video that I no longer have on my channel because of the hate. And it was basically me sort of reaching out to Adam saying, listen, I'm not being part of that hate. I would just love it if you guys knew that before you call me Poppycat. And I showed the screenshot of when I did my live to promote my merch September 13th with the word besties. So it was just like, we can all use besties, girl, but I just wanted to be very clear. I didn't copy from anybody.
So it sounds like he respectfully went to Adam about it. And I like how he's saying that he didn't say it the same way as him. Yeah, you did say it the same way as him. Like, I don't know why you're trying to spin it. And Sebastian, respectfully came to him, and he's just, like, not having it. But he changed it because, he didn't want to cause him any harm. Get the fuck out of here. Like, I'm sorry. Am I being too mean? Am I being too mean? People would be like, bitch.
We had a very brief conversation where I just thanked him for being so sweet. And, he was very, very kind. About a month later.
What the hell is that look you just gave? Like, I'm just curious. Like, he said you were being kind and nice. Did you not want to be kind to him? Did you want to be an asshole? Like, I don't like that. That was, when you followed somebody for so long and you just see their complete, like, this was the video that I was like, when I saw this part, I was like, oh my God, like, this person has been putting on an act all along online because you just straight, oh my God, I can't. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, did you just see that look? Like, grow up.
The comments started getting horrible. I started getting fat-shaming comments. Even, I hope that 2 people in different videos said, I hope your dog's dies.
Why are you shaking your head like you don't believe him when he, again, is expressing his truth and what he went through? And then, again, we have to listen to it at 2x speed because he doesn't want to waste his time with this video, blah, blah, whatever the fact is. Like, that was just so uncalled for.
Usually my dogs are in the back. You should never, you should copy people, you're a fat fuck, blah, 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 just like horrible things. So I reached out to him and I said, look, I humbly ask you if you could please post on your YouTube channel, even on the community tab, at least say, hey, we can all use besties, something. But it was getting so out of hand, and I had about 6,000 subscribers back then, and I was very overwhelmed because I was, and I'm still a very small channel compared to these, bigger channels. And for me, it was like, I don't get why he can't just do that.
Yeah, that's actually my question too. If you don't stand for bullying, and if you stand for like sticking up for people and stuff like that, why would you Why wouldn't you put something out and just be like, hey, can people just leave him alone, please? Thanks, I'd appreciate it. Like, I don't like this.
He wrote back, nobody deserves hate, but I'll keep an eye out. Why can't you just write on your community tab to leave me alone? Because he never had shown me basically what was happening. He said to me that he was getting hate, and obviously that's one of the worst things that someone can say to you. But also, I was getting sent for so many weeks before that Sebastian had been making shady comments about me, had been making fun of me without mentioning my name and about the besties and people being unoriginal. So, someone who has been actively making fun of me, actively using their audience to just talk shit about me in live streams, is now coming forward to me and is basically wanting me to make a post about them. And he basically says that the reason that I didn't do it was because I didn't want him to gain any subscribers. But what is basically happening in that instance is if someone is so avidly, from my knowledge, doesn't like me, and then comes to me and is like, can you basically do this post, and you can do this post, and you can like shout out my YouTube channel, and you can say all this, whenever all his videos were live streams in which some part of the live stream was him saying something and his audience in the comments ripping into me.
Can we have proof? Possibly. I mean, like, it just sounds like you've done a lot of shady shit and you're just gaslighting him over and over and over. Not cool.
For so long, my Instagram DMs were people just letting me know that, hey, this guy Sebastian Soto is live and the audience are talking about you. And then after the thing in LA happened, it was just that, hey, they're talking about what you did to Sebastian Soto. And I'm like, we said like one word to each other. And that's something we'll get to as well. But
I really feel like the reason that he didn't do that was because of his determination to be the only one who wins. I don't know if he thought he was going to lose subscribers. I don't know if he thought that some of his subscribers were going to subscribe to me. I have no idea. But all I know
this is such an interesting... I'm sorry, can you tell the two different angles I'm taking with this video between Rich Lux and this?
Yeah, I do actually see two different angles. You probably said stuff to Rich that you didn't mean, and now you're here because you didn't fact check and you know your ass is screwed, and now you're here and you're taking it out on Sebastian for telling his feelings because he felt safe enough to come out because you're a bully. So yeah, I see what's happening. Crystal clear.
To say that I want to be the only one who wins, most if not all of my friends are people within this space that I genuinely love, that I will shout out their videos, that I will do anything.
Is that he didn't give a damn. He wrote that he cared, but you think he did anything about it? No, he kept using besties, and even bigger, okay?
I kept using besties.
I left it alone. I said, fuck it, I don't care. You know, it could have taken you 3 seconds. Adam, you also started at nothing. And thank God for your Colleen drama that you are where you are at. And that is just the truth, okay? You could have helped me out so much. You have no idea what I was going through. It was December. And I don't know about you guys, but I get extra emotional, right? I was a mess. I was like reading all these comments and it was just like so freaking overwhelming to me.
So felt that too when he said that part. It's December. He's emotional. Maybe he's been through stuff in his life. That's a hard time for me, and I used to love the holidays. Since my grandmother passed, I hate it. So, and then also, if you didn't know, on YouTube, that's a great time to make a lot of money. Maybe he needed money for his family, but when you're not in that mental state because of things happening, he probably couldn't, assuming, but just picking facts of what he's saying, you know what I mean? If I haven't said it already, which I'm sure I haven't, and I was going to say at the end of the video, Sebastian, I hope you find peace, happiness, and everything you deserve in your life with you and your husband, and I hope you're very happy, and you can just try to, like, move past this bullshit, because you don't need people like that in your life. I used to be like you until I've met my Adams in my life, where I just really wanted to try to be friends with everybody, which isn't always that good, and just be open and have friends and be happy, and sometimes you just can't trust everybody, babe, and... he was a bad egg.
I'm so sorry that you were getting them comments. I genuinely am. That's one of the worst things as a content creator you get, is those horrible comments. Sebastian, you also know, and you were actively watching on your live streams when your audience were doing the same thing to me. I just didn't care when they did it because it was happening so much.
I swear, I'm not picking fun, but why does he keep doing dramatic stops at the camera? He's like...
Anyways, flash forward to 2021. I saw that Adam was getting ready to like do a trip, and it was like the free Britney rally and stuff, and I was like, you know, it would be really cool if like, you know, we could say hi to each other, like we can be friends. We're in the same community, right? Like I get that because I'm smaller. He doesn't see me as a colleague, but
He's saying that, not me.
He's saying that how you're presenting yourself, baby. That's how people see you. So if somebody's saying that's how they see you, maybe step back, take a look in the mirror, Michael Jackson, and reflect on the man that you see, because that's his perspective and that's how he feels. Don't take that away from him.
Like, he's saying these things as if I'm saying them. You know, he doesn't see me as a colleague because I'm such a small YouTuber. Does he? Like, you're just saying this.
I thought you can see me as a human being rather than see me as numbers. We share a lot of the same 2000s obsession. We share a lot of the same likes, like Brittany and Lindsay.
And I love that.
So I thought, you know, we could be friends. I didn't think that numbers mattered so much. I saw that he wasn't feeling good, and I wished him well. He thanked me, and then I told him, like, hey, whenever you're in LA, let me know. So he left me on red. And then this is a part that sort of triggers me, because I dealt with a lot of bullying in my past, and I've always wanted to be friends with everybody, to be very honest with you. And again, not everyone needs to be friends, and you know, we don't have to be best friends, all of us. But I think after my brother passed, the way he did, it opened my eyes a lot, and it made me always want to share life with people, and sometimes, or not only that, but like, you know, be friendly with people, and be nice, and just, you know, be one. We're one community. So Brittany was free, thank God, and he was here with other YouTubers.
So he basically just is looking for friendship and friends in his community space to talk to and branch out to. There's nothing wrong with that.
Sloan and whatever, and the girl from Insider.
Kat, she has a name.
Kat, she has a name. Like, he did. I'm not gonna.
We went to a nightclub. Don't really know how I got in, just whatever. I guess I don't know how. But anyways,
I got in because they didn't check IDs. If you want to know, a lot of people ask that. They didn't check IDs at the door. They just checked COVID pass.
Wow, that's so funny. So you're just like admitting that you're underage, and it doesn't give you any right to like be there because you're underage. You're not in Scotland or where you're living now, where the drinking age is 20 or 19 or whatever. So like, I don't know what makes you think you're so great to be able to go there and probably jeopardize everybody else who's with you, who probably doesn't give a shit if you were drinking. But let's keep listening to see if he was drinking or not. Give us any hints, okay? Let's see.
So Brittany was free. We were at a club. We were standing in line. My husband, myself, a couple.
By the way, before he says on how this interaction happened, I need to tell you how this happened.
I fucking love that. Hey guys, listen. Wait, before he tells his side of the story, I want you to hear mine. Wait, don't listen to him. Guys, listen. Before he tells his side of the story, listen to mine. Here, I'm going to tell you my interaction first, okay? Just listen. Was I slurring? No, I said interaction. You're going to listen to my interaction first, not his, okay? I know I'm reacting to his video, but and it's at 2x, so you can't even tell what the fuck he's saying, but you're going to listen to me first, bitches, okay? All right. Let's get ready for this.
All right. So we get to the nightclub. It's called the Thirsty Pig or the something pig, right? We get to the bar. Sloan and all of his friends are there before us. Me and Kat are in the hotel. We're taking many videos. We're just like goofing off in the hotel room. And we end up getting our Uber. It's in like West Hollywood or something like that. I remember there was an In-N-Out right beside it, so it's pretty close. So we arrive, we say hi to Sloan, and we go to get in line. Now pretty quickly someone stands in like front of me, and I'm pretty sure he was wearing all black, and it was Sebastian. And I knew Sebastian because of the Hey Besties drama, and I also knew from the live streams talking shit. So he kind of stands in front of me, and if anything, it's so bizarre seeing someone that like any of these creators like in person. I felt the way with Sloan, I felt the way with seeing all these different people, right? So he's in front of me. By the way, beautiful looking person.
I'm not sure how I feel about this part. Like, maybe he really did say he's a beautiful looking person, but if you like were just saying like, oh, I knew him from the live stream talking shit. Oh, but he's a beautiful person. Like, would you give somebody a compliment that you were talking shit on? Because I sure as fuck wouldn't. Like, would you? Would you be like, oh, I hate that person with a burning passion. Or I really don't like them. Oh, but like, they're beautiful. Like, well, I don't know. I'm just trying to keep it real. Maybe you would. I wouldn't. Like,
he's gorgeous in person. And that's not me saying anything to butter you up. That's me saying as a compliment. Because I turned around to my friend Kat and I said the exact same thing. So he stands in front of me, and he basically says something along the lines, again, because this was a conversation at hand that I wasn't thinking to remember, I don't. However, it was so short that I do. So he basically comes up and he goes, oh, hi, Adam. I go, oh, hi, Sebastian, isn't it? And I hug him and I go, how are you? I went, are you coming to the club? And he says, yeah, we're in line, we're next.
I'm gonna stop you right there. If somebody's in line and they're next to go into a club, like you see a big line, because I don't know how clubs work where you live, Adam, and this might be your first one in Los Angeles where you have to be 21 to go there and drink and get in. But normally in the clubs in, you know, United States, there's a huge fucking line, especially in Los Angeles, California, to get in, right? So if you see this long line and stuff and you see somebody being like, oh, hey, what are you doing? Oh, yeah, I'm in line for the club. Oh, you're going to go to the club? Yeah, I'm in line for the club. Oh, wow. Wow, what a concept. What a fucking concept. So how Adam's saying it, he's like, oh, hey, you. Oh, there's a big line of people here, Kat. Are you in line for the... Sebastian, oh, are you going to the club? You're in line? Oh, wow, wow. What? Wow, I couldn't imagine that. Are we dumbasses?
I'm like, all right, that's perfect. Well, it was so good to see you. I'll see you before the end of the night. And I go back to get in line. Because people were already getting pissy that I was queue jumping because there was a big line. They were at the front and we were at the way back. You know, LA people. Sorry. That was it. Now, Sebastian... And so anyway, I go back to Kat and Kat goes, who's that? I went, oh, it's a YouTuber, Sebastian Soto. Do you remember the Hey Besties thing? Because I told Kat about it. I was like, yeah. And Kat was like, oh, how's he doing? I was like, he's good. He's going into the club. Like,
didn't you say prior to that you and Kat saw him and you told Kat that you thought he looked beautiful? And, like, pointed out who it was to her? So why would you go over and then come back and be like, hey, Kat, oh, who was that? Oh, that was Sebastian Soto. Like, when you... I'm just... Again, I'm confused. Like, the storyline is a little foggy to me. Care to explain?
I said, we'll see him later. And she was like, all right, perfect. That was it. That story can be fact-checked by so many people. And so it makes me so furious that Sebastian Soto has the audacity to tell the story that hold on.
Couple friends, and I see him walking up to me, and I was like, oh Lord, he's here. Like, I'm so excited to see him. You know, I was like, you know, in my head, I'm like, we do the same thing. Like, you know, we have the same bikes. You know, oh my God, it's gonna be so much fun. We can dance to Britney, whatever. He walks up, and I said, hi, Adam. And he turns around, and he says, hi. Oh, Sebastian? Hi, I didn't know you lived here. I said, oh yeah, I live like 5 minutes from here. And he said, I'm gonna get in line and I can take a picture with you later. And he just walks away.
I'd love to know why Adam looks so shocked, because that sounds like pretty spot on believable and something he would do.
Let me reenact that for you, babe.
By the way, I'm gonna speed this part up because I think he's being super disrespectful when somebody's telling their side of the story and like he's just totally like elaborating into big some fucking joke and it's not. So how do you feel? How do you feel to have 2x?
Hi, Mucker, is it? Oh, hi. I didn't know you watched this video. You can get to the comments. I'll take a photo with you later. Who talks like this? Who talks like this? Nobody!
Fucking hell! Literally, like, if anything in this story makes me furious, it's that he's flat out lying about our encounter in LA. It was so short outside of the club, and we were literally like, we'll see you in there. But if anything, it gets worse. He says that me and my friend were eye-rolling and laughing at him all night. All night! And he basically goes on to say that, alright, like if you don't want to treat your subscribers like that or whatever, me and Kat ran into these 3 people who were subscribed to my channel and we ended up spending the night at the club with them.
Wow, that's so funny. So you could have got them in trouble too for your underage. Oh my God, wow, more people added to the list.
Like, your argument, Sebastian, as much as you want to make this up, is so invalid because there is pictures and videos of me and Kat hanging out with muckers at the Naughty Pig, that's what it was called. The Naughty Pig nightclub until like 3 a.m. or something like that because they were so sweet. We were having great conversation. We had so much to talk about.
Word, that still doesn't get over the fact that you're probably underage drinking and you're in a club you shouldn't have been in. You could have got people in trouble. Word. And you could have got the club shut down. I don't know how serious it is out there, but I don't know why you, like, everybody else has to follow the rules, but you are on YouTube, so you don't?
Y'all.
This boy's like, I don't care if I'm going through it. I'm gonna put the ads on my apology video because I deserve.
His story is that we were laughing and rolling. First of all, what age are we, Sebastian, to say that I'm laughing and rolling eyes at you at the club?
So first off, you could be any age and be rolling your eyes at the club. I've rolled my eyes at some bitches at the club and some guys. So I don't know what clubs you be going to, or at least everybody be getting around singing Kumbaya. Where we go, in the United States, it is not like that. Second, I'm gonna put this up on the screen. If you guys want to message this bar on Instagram or wherever and ask them if it's 21 and up or if they let 19-year-olds in, you can find out. Do you? It's a public number. You're allowed to ask questions. There you go. You can contact them if you want. Maybe the age is younger that you can sit in and eat, but it's not looking like that to me.
Sebastian, I think I saw you once that entire night and it was in the queue. No, that's not true. I saw him again whenever I was going into the bathroom, he was coming out of the bathroom. And you know what we did? We hugged. You know what I do with any of my friends when I meet them on a night out and we're walking past each other? We hug. I'm sorry if Sebastian expected so much more of an encounter, but that's why I talk to people on a night out.
That's how you talk to people on a night out? We'll catch up later and take a pic. Well, when he was coming out of the bathroom, why didn't you grab that pic with him like you promised? This sounds fake.
I go, hi, how are you? It's good to see you. I give you a hug, and then I'll go, I'll see you before the end of the night. Never once am I like, let's get photos.
So you don't tell your friends, let's take pictures together, let's take photos? Because, like, I feel like you would have said it to him in a snarky way, like, I'll get a picture with you later, and just, like, run off. But, like, if you're friends with somebody, like Sloan or whatever, like, I feel like you would take pics with them while you're out. So I feel like you're really being very manipulative in this video. I don't like it.
There were so many people that were there with us that night that literally are aware of this story. Because Kat was like, oh my god, that's the YouTuber there that Adam had just met. And whenever we were getting in the line, and we were like, oh, they just went in. And I waved off, he didn't see me. That was it. There were so many people there in line with us. I don't know that if what he was expecting to feel disappointed.
And maybe he just wanted to talk to you about the same platform you're on, hang out, have a non-alcoholic drink with you. Well, his would be alcoholic, of course, because he's old enough to be in that club, unlike you.
By the fact that I don't know. But let's keep in mind, I'm also in a new place. I'm also 19, and that's not me saying, oh, I'm so young. I'm just saying about the fact that I'm at a club, I'm 19.
And you're underage. You forgot the underage part.
I don't know any of these people except for my close friend. I know some of the YouTubers here.
So if you were drinking, you didn't give a shit with having a bunch of people go down? Is that what you're trying to say? Because you shouldn't have went then. Like, if you didn't know anyone, especially, I don't get your logic or what you're trying to, like, put out there.
I've never been to a club in LA before. I've never been out in LA before.
Well, of course, babe, you wouldn't be in a club or a bar in LA before. That's not even, I looked it up, it's a sports bar. I don't really know if that's like a club. It sounds like a sports bar. And you're not old enough to even be in a bar. So yeah, you wouldn't ever be in a bar in LA. You probably, if you got caught drinking there, would have had your friends get fucking arrested and an underage because of you. I guess that's what you want, though.
I'm genuinely confused by this one, y'all.
So am I, y'all, because his little friend Kat would have lost her license. She would have lost. What is it in Pennsylvania if you get caught with a minor? You lose your license. She wouldn't have been able to drive to her work at Insider. She would have lost her job because of you, Adam. I'm going to look it up right now, actually.
And the fact that he now goes on to say that we were laughing and rolling our eyes, nobody does that at a club. We're not in preschool.
So I'm over here like, girl, did I have an out-of-body experience and I asked for a picture? I remember asking for a picture.
So, this reminds me, him, like, he keeps saying, like, nobody rolls their eyes in the club. Like, this reminds me of when I went to the club the one time, an actual club, and there was this guy who was, like, trying to get with my friend in the parking lot, and then me, and I was like, no, get away from me. in the club, he started talking to this girl, and when I was dancing, I didn't realize she was right up my ass behind me with him, and he was, like, looking at me or something. She got mad, so she looked at him in the video, because I was recording myself. I didn't know this was even happening. She looks at me and goes, and her face is so funny. I'm going to show it to you right now, and when he keeps saying that, I just think of that in my head, and it just makes me, like, bleh. I'm just, like, laughing to myself. It's so funny.
We never once stated about a picture, either of us. Which is just so bizarre that this is being said. But it makes so much sense to me now that he's been on his YouTube for the past couple months saying about a YouTuber being so rude to him. And ironically, he came out with that video days after I came out with my video talking about how I didn't feel like I was fitting into the LA culture. Which again happened with the breakdown, happened about the Paris vlogs.
Okay, guys, I found it, and it's basically like the same guidelines, I guess, as Pennsylvania, sort of, for Los Angeles. So y'all be fucked. Y'all be fucked either way.
Right? My husband heard the whole thing. He was like, what just happened? And
Yeah, and all of my friends were there too. So
he asked me, like, Sebastian, did you ask him for a picture? I said, no, I don't ask anybody for. I live in LA. I see celebrities all the time. I work with celebrities. I actual celebrities. I don't ask for their pictures. That's like the #1 rule in LA, okay? He treated me like a straight up fan. The arrogance that came out of his skin and words and just the look he gave me was, it just really showed me that that is not somebody I want to associate myself with. And at the same time, I was like, damn, you know?
good.
You're so fucking ignorant, dude.
And he goes on to say that he sent me a text. And he only brings that up because he knew that I would bring it up in a video talking about him. He literally texted me days after this supposed arrogant meetup, and he was saying that he wanted to meet up again. And he goes on to say maybe I'm just too easy on people and stuff like that. No, Sebastian, let's be honest. You're only saying that because you knew that I would have brought it up.
As I mentioned before, I think he just truly wanted to be your friend, and you were dicking him around. Yeah.
Oh my god, this video is so deranged. I'm so sorry. I've never had someone lie about me this amount.
Wait, didn't you say Colleen lied on you? Oh, sorry, was I not supposed to bring that up?
But it makes sense considering he's been saying that he met up with this rude YouTuber.
But it does make sense. It's you.
I'd be like, Jesus, fuck me if I heard this story. But then again, it's like, who goes to a club and is pointing, laughing, rolling their eyes, and you want a picture with me? I'm in LA. Like, what age are we?
21, babe. It's 21 to get in. So I'm guessing the people you were with were over 21. How old are you, Adam?
Sebastian? Don't text me that you want to meet up, that you want to do it again, if you had the fucking supposed arrogant meetup. And you go on to say you're doing it because you're so polite. That doesn't make sense. You're only saying it because you knew that I would have shown the text.
Why so much aggression, dude? So much like, you're like worse than my fucking little chihuahua.
I was so confused. I did not ask for your picture. I was not at a meet and greet, okay? I simply said hello to you, and your answer was, let me get in line and we'll take a picture later.
Yo, I'm so sorry. This does not happen in real life. This does not happen in real life.
Oh, okay. Well, enlighten us on what does happen in real life. What happens in your real life?
Eye rolling throughout the night was so unnecessary. I saw you and your friend laughing all the time, every time I would go to the bar.
All I'm hearing here is that me and my friend had a fucking great night.
Yeah, bullying people. Nice. Fun times.
Jesus! Again, I saw you twice that night, once going to the bathroom. I got 2 drinks at the bar.
And what were in those drinks, Adam? What were you drinking?
Throughout hours of being there, we weren't even at the bar. What's ironic, Sebastian, is that you go on and say about you being inside the bar and all. We were outside the bar the entire night. We were outside the club all night. And my favorite thing about this story is that it doesn't make sense, right? Because he's inside the bar, he's inside the club. Me and my friend, and also the YouTube subscribers who were so sweet, we were sitting outside all night. And then me and Kat left the club early. We didn't even stay. We stayed for maybe 2 hours.
Sounds like you might have been there longer than 2 hours, but okay.
And then we went to In-N-Out, and if you were on my Instagram story at that time, you will know.
Because everyone's gonna remember a year or 2 ago when you were at In-N-Out on your Instagram stories, right? It was such a memorable fucking moment for us all.
We got electric scooters to In-N-Out, and then we stayed at In-N-Out for like an hour and a half, then went back to the club for 5 minutes to say bye to Sloan, and then we went to the Pink Wall. So we weren't even at the club for this amount of time and what he's saying. Sebastian, if you're inside the club and we're outside the club and you look at me and my friend and we're laughing, it means we're having a great night. Try having one.
What a sarcastic little asshole. Try having one.
I don't know if that was directed at me, but I felt like, am I not good enough to be in Adam's world? I don't know what it was, to be very honest with you guys, but every time I walk up to the bar, I felt like the laughing got a little more obnoxious.
We weren't inside the bar! We weren't inside the club, y'all! We were outside! We were outside! The story has so many inconsistencies. Why is he just lying?
You seem a little defensive. Are you good, bro?
Oh my god!
The eye rolling, the up and down look. I'm not maybe your idea of perfect. I have some pounds on me. I don't have the numbers you have.
Why did his face get upset when he said, like, he has pounds on him? Also, like, he's just expressing again the vibes that you're putting out.
What is this turning into?
Open heart, Adam. And even though I allowed myself to feel a certain way because I felt so sad, you can ask my husband. I felt so sad for so many days because I said, why am I not good enough for at least a nice embrace? Why am I not good enough to at least be treated like another human being and not just looked over as a number? Why?
What? So he acknowledges that we met.
I'm sorry, but you're not missing anything. It's just him again, bitching and complaining about the same thing. So I'm gonna 2x your ass. Okay.
He knows that we met. Surely, okay, he lies about the picture part. But still, he says that we like, oh, can we talk? What more does he want? I'm obsessed with the story part, with the photo. I'm obsessed with me in LA with my little skimpy shirt on going, I'm gonna get back in line. We can take photos after.
Are you done yet? I feel like you're kind of just like slightly gaslighting him when he was just telling his side and his truth. Really wrong of you.
Surely that logic would work with me taking selfies with my friend all night, me taking selfies with Sloan all night.
I thought you said you don't talk that way to your friends. I'm really confused. Again, this whole story just has, like, you're talking shit how his, like, is it making sense? But that's yours.
Me taking selfies with strangers on the street all night. Me taking videos with my Uber driver, singing Total Eclipse of the Heart to her. Wait, I wonder if I can find that. Because this was from that same night. Like, this... Oh, my goodness. I've never had someone genuinely just lie. Let me see if I can find this. To kind of show you where we were at on that night, right?
What do you mean by to show us where you were at on that night? Like, you mean, like, drunk level-wise? I'm kind of wishing he would have brought the video up. He's not going to, but I wish he would have.
No, I don't think I'm gonna get it. I apologize. Anyway, this is just, I've never had someone do this before. It's me in the Uber, and I'm like, do you know Bonnie Tyler?
Like, he just was so rude and made me feel like such a loser. But you know what? He didn't make me feel. I allowed myself to feel. And that is where I should have not allowed that. And that is why I'm doing this video, is because you have to be able to stand up for yourself and say, hey, you weren't very nice to me. Well, silly, stupid, fucking naive Sebastian wrote him the next day and said, it was nice meeting you last night. I was so drunk because, girl, I went into that Free Britney rally and I just had fun, right? We were having fun. We were all drinking. We were dancing. We were freeing Britney. And I said, let me know if you want to grab drinks. I'd love to see you before you leave. So Sebastian, naive Sebastian, still.
What? So naive?
I really feel like he messaged him because he was coming from a place of, you know, maybe he was having a bad night. Maybe he just wanted to get, like, that one-on-one time with them. Of course, at a club, there are a lot of people. It's busy. He said he was around people. So, again, like, why are you getting angry that somebody wants to get to know you and spend time with you?
He has acknowledged. He's acknowledged that he had a good enough encounter with me, as short as it was, to want to do it again, but now knows that I can use that text against him and is like, I can't believe I sent that.
How would you use it? I don't get that. Like, use it against him when he was just trying to hang out with you. I think you're just, this is too much.
Are we seeing this?
Yes, Adam, I'm seeing this. You're giving me a fucking headache now because you're just going on and on and off about the same shit. Like, please just get on with it. Oh my god. Like, for real. Let's, come on. We get it.
Are we seeing this? He just acknowledged that he sent me a text that he wanted to do it again.
Because he was trying to give you a chance to be a good person because you were gaslighting his ass.
I was like, you know what? Maybe he was having a bad night. Maybe he was stressed. I still didn't understand.
I was having an amazing night.
And the fan picture, I was like, okay, you know, it is what it is. Let me give him another try. Well, he obviously did not reply. Listen, you guys, we are not better than anybody. We are all the same. Numbers are more important to people than anything else right now. And that is very sad. I get that none of us, we have to be friends because we don't. You know, we might not want to vibe. But you could be a little nicer, Adam.
I could be a little nicer.
Yeah, you could try not to be so cocky and just really nasty to people. Or people just trying to be nice to you and put their best foot forward towards you, but they can't because you're a dick. I feel like I'm being too mean. I just, like, it just hurts. Like, he's sitting here. There is a part, too, and I've been sitting here, and I'm like, he's talking so fast. That's why I don't know if I should do, like, just a part reacting to his video, but I feel like, I don't know. But there was a part, because he has a sped up, and it's hard to tell, where he's saying that ever since his brother had passed away, that he just felt, like, he likes to put that part of himself out there to, like, get to know people, to give them that, like, opportunity. And I don't know if you guys missed that part. I feel like we might have, because of how fast he has it fucking going. But to be honest, like, I'm a little annoyed that Adam at that part, too, didn't even say, like, sorry for your loss, because he probably didn't even hear him say it, because it's going so fast.
I could have said to him, you know what, we'll not do a photo later. We'll do a photo shoot now. I'm sorry, I literally cannot take this seriously.
And I can't take you seriously, Adam. I can't take seriously that you're saying that you saw something come up about Rich Lux at the same time that you were nominated and just made the video. Everything is just too articulated, boy.
It's when you've lived it and it's completely different than how he's saying, you cannot take it seriously.
I was so bullied when I was younger, and this mean girl act, Adam, is very pre-2020. You know what, I don't think we should have been best friends because we obviously our souls do not connect.
Are we not twin flames, Sebastian?
Did you just react to it to make fun of his video? Because that's truly how I'm taking it. And if anybody's mad or you're a mooker, like, and you're getting mad that I'm making fun of Adam's response, I don't really care because Sebastian put his self out there and Adam's just being, he's just not taking accountability. Maybe for Rich's end he did. For this, no, he's just making fun of somebody and being really rude.
But you could have just acknowledged me a little bit, and you could have been a little bit nicer to me.
It just seems like he didn't get the best friend attitude that I had with my best friend Kat, or that I had with Sloan, and was jealous of that, and is now making up encounters that didn't happen to mask that.
Well, Adam, when you put out a lie that you're just very open, you love your fans, subscribers, and he's coming towards you as somebody who's, like, interested in what you do and likes you, and you're bringing that back out at him, yeah, it kind of makes sense. Yeah.
Because why else would you want to message me continuing to do it again? To go out again?
And the snarkiness, the arrogance. I'm very proud of you for your work. You put in hard work. But if you want anything to last, you have to do it with a great, big, good heart. A humbled heart. Is that what you're doing with this video, Sebastian? Or are you doing it for clout because you know that Rich Lux posted a great video, by the way?
I love how like he really articulately says like a great video and like just he's truly pissed about the whole situation and really digging into Sebastian. You could just tell.
A great video. And you're jumping on this. You know, you've been hinting at it for months now that you met up with this really, really, really rude YouTuber. I'm glad you finally got it off your chest. And the reason for that is because I can finally respond.
If you knew he was doing it before, then why didn't you respond?
Life has given you so much. Be grateful for it, and don't just think you're the hottest shit around because as fast as you come up, the faster you might fall. I don't know if that's the same, but it is. I say if you have something that has been bothering you, I say stand up.
Hell yeah.
And I finally have with this section of the video.
I think we've heard enough now, Adam.
With respect, with light, with love, I say, I will no longer allow anybody to walk over me. I will no longer allow anybody I will not allow myself to make myself feel smaller because somebody doesn't treat me nicely.
And Bestie, I'm so happy that you're taught yourself that because that is something that we all should like use in our daily lives. Like never let anybody you are up here. Okay, you're up here.
I am more than numbers. I might not fit into your perfect world. I might not have your ideal perfect body or numbers, but I am a very, very nice guy, and we could have had a great time.
He was absolutely so sweet to him just now, and Adam's face, like, just waiting to, like, say something fucked up.
I'm not gonna say that I don't think you're a nice guy, but you've consistently not been one to me.
Because he's had countless issues with you.
And I have no problem saying that.
Because you are a bully.
I have literally no problem saying that. Because it's all there. It's all there. Sebastian, you've made me uncomfortable on YouTube since that first time you've came into my DMs. You've made me so uncomfortable.
Then maybe, Adam, you should have spoke up like you wanted him to speak up to you and say your name, and you should have told him he was making you uncomfortable. Sometimes uncomfortable things are hard to do. Comes with age, comes with life lessons.
Since that first time. You were waiting for the chance to meet me to be able to make up your own story about it. I don't think you've been a good person to me. I think you're probably a good person, but you haven't been one to me.
I'm glad that I did this. I hope that Adam...
I'm glad that you've done this too, babe.
And sees that views and numbers and walking over people to get somewhere isn't everything.
He hopes that Adam wakes up.
Not just him, a lot of people hope that you wake up and become the person you were when you started your channel, or was that fake too? Was that just like a persona?
Babe, I'm awake.
I hope you win. You probably will because you're very good at being the #1 fan of whoever.
Y'all, I'm sorry to say it. This is just all boiling down to, for some reason, jealousy.
And Adam, I hope you win. Adam's response, this is just jealousy. This person hoping I win? Oh my God, why would you hope that I would win?
I hope you win. You've already won. Why are you saying that on a video where you're opening up about your traumatic experience with me?
Because he's an adult and he knows how to speak and he doesn't act the way you do.
It is popular at the moment, so I'm pretty sure you're gonna win.
Why would you say that if you genuinely are just trying to tell your story?
Why are you so defensive that someone's wishing you good luck?
And with peace and love, I say, I hope your channel keeps growing, Bestie. And I hope that you get everything you want. But I do hope that you have a spiritual makeover. Because life is good. God is good. Love is good.
He's literally leaving him to like the kindest, like, last regards message, and he's just being so, like, crappy and, like, shitty towards him.
And I wish everyone will succeed, because you know what, whatever you put out, you receive. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, besties.
Yes, I'm sorry you look annoyed at him, but he did have it first, so he's allowed to use it. You don't have to look upset.
Alright. Alright, so ending the video. Sebastian, don't care for you. Rich Lux, I deeply apologize. And I'm sorry for bringing you back to that place. I really, really, really mean it. And people are saying that I'm gonna think your video's bad, Rich Lux. I don't. I think it's a good video. I do. Yeah.
So I don't really think I need to say too much in conclusion to this. Adam, you were obviously in the wrong on this one, buddy. That was totally screwed up how he did that. How he said all that. I obviously said my perspective on it. I'd love to know what you guys are thinking. That was a lot. Again, I feel for Sebastian going through all this. I feel for Rich going through all this. Please let me know in the comments down below how you feel. What are your thought process on all this? That was a lot. And I feel like we're not at the end of this drama. Not in the slightest bit. So, any and all thoughts, and I will see you in my next video, whatever this ends up falling into. Alright guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye now.